We're really tired today.
Are we live?
That was the worst thing. Wait, is your mic on?
We're live.
That was the worst thing I've done. I thought it'd be funny. Go close your eyes. Either way, I got really tired. Didn't work.
Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday. I am Mike. I'm with Brogan.
Hello.
It is a very tiring day. We've got to the end of summer, haven't we? And we're all a little bit tired. But we do have a fun-filled show for the day. Today we're going to take a look at AGIX token, which we spoke about on the stream we were on yesterday. We talked about AGIX token. We talked about why we liked it. So Brogan's going to take us through AGIX today. We're going to look at the project. We're going to look at the technical analysis. Look at some tokenomics, the usual stuff. We're going to have a quick chat about that. The topic for our chat today is going to be to do with PEPE and also Sam Bankman-Fried, and the question about rug pulls, even if
A banana morning to Brogan, a banana morning to you all.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what I'm saying then.
Sam Bankman-Fried, PEPE.
Sam Bankman-Fried, PEPE, and we're going to ask the question: when is a rug pull not a rug pull? So that's going to be the first two parts of the show. Then we're going to cover some articles. We're going to revisit. We're talking about Donald Trump today.
Yeah, and it's I don't know. I think we are.
Have you not got the layout in front of you? We're going to talk about Joe Biden's new tax laws. We're going to talk about the what's it called? The help me out here.
No, we're not talking about Donald Trump.
No, we're talking about the storage company. Dropbox, that's it. What else are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about Megadeth, who, for those of you from the 80s, will remember them.
Bubble mouth.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
it is. And then we're going to talk about Better World, which is a metaverse project aiming at helping you to reduce your waste in real life. So that's how we're going to start the show.
Stop yourself.
I have no idea what there's one article, an episode that I just don't read. I haven't read this one, so my reaction, much like your reaction, is probably going to be one of disbelief.
8 articles per streamer, I don't know.
Exactly. So we're going to start off with the markets, aren't we?
Are you sure Brogan is fully awake? Are you sure I'm awake? I don't think I'm awake.
Also, and this, I keep forgetting to do this, wherever you are, please can you hit the follow button to let us know that you're watching. Hit follow
like button.
And hit like and do whatever buttons you have in front of you apart from the close button.
Click them all.
Yeah. Click them all. Right? One of them might give me an electric shock and wake me up. One of them might turn Brogan into a skeleton. We don't know unless you press all those buttons. And one of them might be donate, exactly. So you move on to the markets. Right. I will update the menu and then we will get on with the show. Where is the menu? Where is the menu? There is the menu.
You know what? Because you said I know we do different orders every time we look at CoinMarketCap, but I'm going to do 24 hour first. That's more interesting to me, and interesting to everyone else. Sui. 8.86.
So we're not doing total market cap. We're not doing volume.
We're gonna look at 24 hour first, really quickly, just like the top three, but bottom three, and then we'll go to.
Okay.
PEPE's up 2.8%. Yippee, guys. Immutable quant, so yeah, whatever.
Okay.
What about losers? It's more interesting. Thor, Solana, whatever.
Don't forget PEPE. So we talked about it yesterday. We talked about it being a rug pull. There's a thing called a dead cat bounce. You know what that means, Brogan?
When you throw the cat against the floor, it goes boom.
No. Even a dead cat bounces. And it's to do with when a project or stock, whatever it might be, when it comes crashing down, it will always have a small bounce after the event. And on yesterday's stream, I made it very clear that if I had PEPE yesterday, I would have sold it. Because it appears from the outside world to be a rug pull. I told you yesterday about how much they'd spent on cars.
$836,000.
Exactly. So it's clear.
On a car.
On a car. It's clear that the devs have stolen the money. And if that's the case, then the project is finished.
I went nice and dressed up today. I noticed. In my ribbed white shirt.
We're trying to look more professional.
Yeah, well, we're starting to do good. We're starting to do talks now with people, so we need to be smart and presentable.
Well, I need to buy a few more razors though to be perfect with you. I need a bigger budget for my shaving, being so hairy. So what's
life with dominance and stuff?
What's what's market cap? Are we still over a trillion? Just
about $1.05 trillion.
Okay.
Bitcoin dominance 48.3. That's gone down. I think last time I read it was 48.9 or something. Ethereum 18.9. Not really much change, but it was
nothing for dominance. Did you mention the volume? I didn't hear you say the volume.
24.66.
That up or down? Are you trying to do a ventriloquist act by pointing while drinking a glass of water?
No, but like, what does this mean? Oh, no.
It means your microphone's turned on. So 24 billion is going to drop considerably over the next 2 days because the weekends, especially in summer, are very low volume. So I'd expect that to go below 20 billion today, maybe 18 billion tomorrow, and then maybe pick up Sunday night. Let's see what next week's got to give us, because we're in one of those. We're still at the inflection point. We could come crashing down. As I've said, $20,000 is my bottom. There are people talking about 24,000. Whichever number you pick, it's down from where we are. That's all that matters. And then by the end of the year, we will be up from where we are. So that's about as much indication as we can give you of where the markets are going to be. But if Bitcoin comes down, don't forget everything else follows.
There's a coin called Not Financial Advice.
Yeah, terrible. Right, do you want to move on to talk about so 3 times a week we change the schedule and have 2 new segments. One is a token of the day, where Brogan or myself will highlight a token and take you through what it is, what the fundamentals are, TA, all that kind of stuff. And the second one is the chat. The last chat we had was about AI in crypto.
Yeah, and I said how useless it was.
Yeah, you said how useless.
Or was it that the chat? Oh yeah, it was the chat, and it was based off the back of that article, which
yeah. So they're the 2 new things.
I still do it. He'll do it. He'll probably be successful.
I know. Let's just. We are going to be so late on this stream today.
It's okay. That's okay, because we're here. It's not like we're going to get taken away by some demons in an hour and a half.
That might happen at Halloween. You don't know.
The sleep demons might take me away though.
Right.
Fall asleep in the chair.
Oh, let me turn that down. Right, so you're going to take us through AGIX. So what is AGIX for those of you that don't know?
The token of Singularity Net.
Have you got the website up or have you got the chart up?
I had the CoinMarketCap up.
All right.
I'll have the whole homepage up of the website. There we go. It's the AI and AGI. Okay, so what is AGIX? Well, how in relation is it? AGIX is the token you use on Singularity Net. I thought it was .net, but anyway. And it's basically it's ChatGPT, but just the like an amalgamation in a library system of different things, like audio, bass, video, text, speech, all that. and AGIX is what you use to pay for, the using, which is it's actually very cheap because it's only like a fraction of an AGIX token, which is then like a fraction of a dollar, or not a fraction of a dollar, but it's like 18 cents. Well, no, it is technically a fraction of a dollar. But should we go over the numbers first, or should we go over why I think it's good?
I want you to tell me what the project is, and then I want you to tell me what the project is being used for. So what are the applications of the project? Let's get all of that out so people have a full understanding.
The overview first, and then the numbers.
Yeah. Okay. So is there anybody? Can you show any like household names using Singularity? Is there anybody using it, and what are they using it for? That'd be my. So what's the use case for it?
Well, this is okay. Let me go to the library before I talk about this, because then I can actually show. But I don't know. I forgot what the library was. It was an ecosystem, but apparently it's not an ecosystem. Please. I can't find the library. Hold on, let me just give me a second.
It's always better.
AI Marketplace, right? This is the library.
Yeah, when you do things live, it's always better.
You
when you make a video, videos always look perfect because they're edited to look perfect.
Yeah.
When you're on a live show, take your time. Just find some examples of token.
Yeah. Okay. We have it up. So they have 83 services, so 83 different types of AI like components you can use. It's not like a full-on chatbot. I mean, there might be full-on chatbots. I'm not too sure. But there's 83 different like abilities of AI you can use. So image super resolution. If you've got a blurry image or anything like that, you can enhance it. That's just a simple example.
So let me get this right. So let's say I had 500 wedding photos, and I came along and I said, right, I want to run all of these photos through AGIX, through Singularity.
Yep.
This bot would then remove all the blurriness from all of my photos.
Yep. So if I just figure this out,
and then that'd cost me maybe $1.
So it's 0.08 AGIX tokens, which is 0.18 of a dollar. Oh, it's 18 cents.
It's nothing.
Nothing, pennies.
Right. Okay.
I think that's per image. So it's magnified by a factor of 4. So it improves it by a factor of 4.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, there's like demo examples and stuff. But I think you can just upload a bunch of images and it'll just batch it.
Okay.
So that's one example. But we've talked about before, and I'm going to reiterate this point just for Singularity, because there were two big players in the AI crypto market, which is Fetch AI, I believe, and Singularity. And we've talked about this before, and you've mentioned it as well, where Fetch is more so for like businesses and stuff, and is it schools? I think.
Education, healthcare, that kind of thing.
But I feel like this is more.
This is more mainstream, culture-orientated, cool.
Yeah, this is more
kids.
for the user, the end user, like the simple. Obviously, I'm more than sure businesses can do this.
But the one thing you mentioned to me off air was to do with the decentralization of it.
Yeah, I was going to get to that after I mentioned teaser. I was going to mention quickly, like, obviously they've got all these things, and additionally, if you are a developer, they have their own developer like.
SDK.
Kit. Yeah, SDK. So you can develop your own AI usage. So it's not just for people on one end to use it. If you want to create your own system, if you have a specific use case you want to use, you can use their GPUs, their service with some AGIX tokens, and you can kind of host your own like AI like instructions on their service.
Right.
And importantly, they have something by Deezer. By Deezer.
I've heard of Deezer.
So Deezer have put they had their own AI system on their platform for splitting audio files. So this is like if you have lyrics.
You told me about this. This is the trick that people are doing on TikTok, isn't it? Where people are playing songs by Adele or Prince, but they're playing them singing without any backing vocals at all.
Or put it on different beats and stuff.
And that's done through Splitter.
There's many ways of doing it, but this is mainly another one. Splitter. So Deezer have their own. This was their thing, and then they've put it on Singularity.net. So they're using this to split like beats against the vocals. So that I feel like that was a really good thing to point out.
Okay.
Quite nice to see. But yes, going on to why I like this over like ChatGPT or anything. is obviously number one, the wide range of AI services you can use, but mainly for since the fact it's on crypto, and that's kind of the whole reason why we're talking about it. It is crypto, it's based decentralized, is because with ChatGPT, and obviously their services are great. They've got a GPT-4, which is amazing, but you have to pay for. You have to make your own account. You have to use your credit card, and you have to pay for the tokens. And I feel like the issue with that, for some people, not for everyone, I think for the majority of people, it wouldn't really be an issue. Some people, they might want to do some information things. Maybe they don't want it to be recorded. Whatever you say, whenever you use them tokens and you put a prompt in, it's all recorded and it's linked to your credit card, linked to your account. Yeah. So I'm not saying this is for the dodgy people, but at the same time, you want your privacy.
There's two. So obviously, we've talked about Tornado Cash, and that is, it's dodgy. But you've also got something called industrial espionage, where companies will spy on other companies. Now, if you're using ChatGPT as an example, and that information is recorded, you can then pay for that information, and you can get a gist of what your competitors are looking at. Yeah. With a decentralized AI platform like this, you can kind of mask the transactions in a way. If you were carrying out market research on a certain population, you can do that research and be fairly confident that your competitors aren't going to see what you're doing. But it's not necessarily, privacy is not always just about people from North Korea stealing people's funds. It's also commercially, you have to protect your research because it's valuable. You have to protect it from your competition finding out what you're up to. One thing I do want to mention, however, is this is not a sponsored stream. Yeah. We're not being paid by Singularity or AGIX. We do a token, I think, 3 times a week. Yeah. So we just pick a token. We look at the fundamentals. So the last question then, is this going to be here in 5 years' time? Before we move on to the charts, is this going to be here in 5 years' time?
I think so. Especially with the fact that, obviously Deezer is one of the first, and I think only of big companies who have actually put one of their, algorithms or their instruction sets onto an AI onto like a crypto on this platform. So I feel like that, that's a huge step. Yeah. I don't see it being rug pulled or anything. It's a huge community of 83 services. That's quite a lot of AI. You can only do so much of an AI, and 83 different instructions worth. That's pretty good. Yeah. Okay. So I don't feel like it's going to go anywhere.
Perfect. So then let's have a look. You're gonna take us through the price action. Yeah. And then you're going to tell us a little bit about the tokenomics, circulating supply, and stuff like that.
Yeah, should we go for that first, actually?
Yeah, go for that first. I don't mind.
Right. Yeah. So you made a good a strong point of making me point this out of the circulating supply versus total supply not being much different.
So I'm going to explain very quickly what the reason is. That if you have a total supply of 1 million tokens, but there's only 100,000 in circulation, that means there's 900,000 tokens which are not available to you or on exchanges or wherever else it might be. And over the course of however many years, let's say 10 years, those tokens are going to be released into the market. So the inflation of a token like that might be 10% a year. That's all sell pressure. That's all more tokens flooding the market. You look at how Matic started out. That was paying 14% at one point. Now it's down to about 4 or 5. So you want to look for a token that's got a high circulating supply compared to its total supply. Yep. Anything over about 80%, or in my opinion, about 75-80%, is a positive token. So what are we looking at for Singularity?
People are saying the volumes was low on my microphone.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm turning him down. If he talks too much, I remotely turn his volume down.
Yeah, it was mind. Yeah, I was looking at all the comments and I wasn't saying that.
You don't have to listen. That wasn't for you.
I know it was for that wasn't for you. So circulating supply was 1,332,000,000. Yeah. Total is 1,325,000,000. So not a lot.
90%, something like that. 95%. Circulating supply. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be 90%.
So then the only other thing you need to worry about, so once you've got your total supply and your circulating supply, the next thing you need to look at is who holds the circulating supply. Is it centralized? Is it held by 5 or 6 wallets? Or is it held by thousands of wallets? All of that information you can get on something like DexT Tools, and it will show you, you know, what percentage is held by the top 10, the top 100, top 1,000. That's also useful to understand, because if 99% of the total supply is held by one wallet, that's also in time going to have a huge sell pressure on the coins, because that'll be the treasury of the project. That's why it's important. So I think it passes that test.
Yeah.
We've had a long week of streaming.
Yeah.
Right, what's the charts telling us?
Yeah.
What does Nostradamus tell us?
My colourful little diagram here. Okay, so as we can see,
We call you Holydramus of Nostradamus. You're now going to predict the coin future, aren't you?
It's not. Not much else.
Holydramus.
I'm stretching. I'm tough. Okay, so if we see where we are right now, we look at the point of controls. Okay, so we're at 0.80. We're at 18 cents.
We can't do the weekly on this, can we? That's
Oh yeah. It's on 4 hour. The weekly, the graph was about that big.
the coin hasn't been out more than what, 20, 30 weeks. I think something like that, maybe 40 weeks. It's not been out very long.
Because we're on a certain other platform, so maybe it was the introduction of that.
Not been out that long. It's a fairly new. Yeah, both PEPE and AGIX are fairly new tokens. So you're not going to have a 2 or 3 year chart for them.
Yeah. Okay. So the price. So I want to look at point control. So Fibonacci and point control are kind of the important ones you want to look at. So we see our ranges we have right now. So if we look at where we are now, 18 cents, 18.1. This is a common thing you're going to see between a lot of tokens because of what's happened. You know, Bitcoin fell, everything came with it. There's only like a barely. It's like we're in like dead man's area. If we go below this, there's no other, because normally you might see like a couple below, a couple above of the buy and sell points. So we've only got one buy point, which is, you know, not very strong. If you look at this kind of like weightings here, it's the smallest one of like spike you're going to see. So it's not very strong. Obviously, length being how many buy or sellers there are there. So there's not a lot of buy orders, but there's something. There's a significant amount at 17.5 cents. So this is where I see it kind of falling to. So I feel like within red.
So what are we on? 18.1. 18.1. So the bottom is 17.7.
Yeah.
So we're pretty much there.
Yeah. I mean, we can actually see it like bouncing off the line I've drawn. You can see here. I've got trackpads, but kind of hard. So we see it bounce. Obviously, it fell in here, but it bounces again. So we see it's in this range because of how many buy orders there are. And we're at the lowest point there, so I don't see it going much lower.
Okay.
Obviously, things can happen, but I've got 3 ranges here.
So do we have price action for up?
Yeah. So I've got 3. I just basically drew. Well, actually 4, but I didn't point out. I just point out all the sell orders above, and the majority of them fall within the Fibonacci ranges. That's nice to see.
So between where we are now and the next price up,
yeah,
is there a fairly big gap between where we are now and the value area high?
Well, I mean, it's 2 cents.
Okay, well, 2 cents is what that's.
I mean, in comparison to what price we're at now,
that's 20%.
Yeah,
20%
so
price.
2 cents increase. So, you know, within this orange area, so we're gonna, you know, obviously because like Fibonacci also, each range kind of also brings with it each line is kind of like a wall where it has to break through, right? So, you know, we're gonna have this line here, which we're gonna may or may not bounce off of. But when we break that out, we're not gonna go all the way up to the orange. We're gonna sit within this 20 cents area, and then obviously that's kind of the same process we're gonna go through. 22 cents, and about 24 cents.
And then the only way we're going to break out of this, other than through Bitcoin, is if there's some kind of major announcement.
Yeah.
And then
good or bad. I mean, that's the thing. Everything, all of it, you can do the most Michelangelo beautiful chart you could ever do, but then a macro occurrence, and then
it's all ruined. I
Yeah.
know. It's just, so we talked about Doge yesterday, didn't we? And the same kind of thing can happen to AGIX that happened to Doge. So we think Doge will go to 20 cents if X announces Dogecoin.
Yeah.
Now, we don't need something on that scale because AGIX is a smaller. Does it have the total market cap for AGIX? Is it about 100 million?
I think it was
million.
Okay.
It's not.
Not 2 million, but not 2 million.
200 million, yeah. I mean, the thing is, it takes.
I have to go back on.
Don't worry about it. It takes a lot. It takes a lot more. A lot more to get Doge from 6 cents to 20 cents, for example.
Yeah,
than it will for this to go up. So, for example, if they signed a deal with Apple, if they signed a deal with Google, if they signed a deal with anybody that anyone's ever heard of, then this coin is going to moon. And then everything you've done goes out the window. The same way that if Bitcoin goes to $20,000...
I'd rather go out the window and up.
But the fundamentals of the coin are that we've got very low downward risk, and we've got a 20% minimum.
Even more, 20% minimum. Obviously, we've got the Fibonacci walls, but once we break through that, it won't go straight up to the orange, but it'll break within there.
Yeah.
But also, what I want to point out is obviously, there are different ranges between 20 cents and 20.5%, 20.5 cents. So, but what I wanted to say was each point control range kind of sits directly on, although there's like 2 or 3 of them which sit directly on Fibonacci. So
which is really good.
Yeah, so you can kind of just follow the Fibonacci chart and just wait and just know that when it reaches a line or each segment of Fibonacci, it's just going to bounce between there, and then
exactly.
But as long as you focus on
and a good, as
long as you focus on the buy, where the buy orders are, you can kind of know if it doesn't break through, how much is it going to fall by then. But
it's a good indication of sell as well. So what I was going to say was, because they're the levels of resistance, if it's not a massive god candle that's just going to break through all of these walls, that if it does get to 20 cents, it's a good time to take profit.
Yeah.
Because it could come down to the bottom of the orange range.
Yep.
Before trying to break through again.
Absolutely.
So you can do your buying and selling based on it, especially when the point of control and the fib levels all match up. Then you've got a perfect setup for your buy and sell ranges.
Exactly. Yeah. Because because when it's a bit difficult if the point of controls all fall in the middle of each Fibonacci range. Obviously you've got all the little tiny steps. It's really hard to know when to take and when not to take.
Exactly.
But as I was drawing this and I was looking at the point of controls, and I was seeing it pretty much line up straight with. I was telling you as I was drawing it. I was like, this is lovely. It is a good graph to. I'm thankful that it's like this because it's good to show. But you can see it bouncing. So it bounces a couple times. So you're never gonna immediately break out because it's just, like I said, a god candle. Obviously it can, but you're never gonna have a normal movement and break out immediately. So like here, it's only really bounced once. So we're probably gonna stay within the red range all days, and then.
Again, going back to Doge, we've said that Doge could go to 20 cents. This could go to 20 cents. But the amount of the volume needed to move them, I think if you had a few $1 million worth of buy orders in AGIX, the price would go through the roof.
Yeah.
Doge, you're going to need a good 5-10 billion of orders over a period of time to get it to break up. So when you look at these smaller coins, you've got to remember they're going to be more volatile. It could very well break down to 10 cents. 10 cents could be the bottom, 9 cents, whatever it could be. But if we don't have any of these macro events, then we've got a lot of upward momentum, and a 10x or a 20x on this token is not outside of the realms of possibility. Don't forget, Fetch and AI are both 2 biggest AI tokens that you can get in crypto at the minute.
Yeah. And there's not a lot in the AI market of crypto, so they're kind of dominating. It was quite easy for them to grow because there's Chain GPT, whatever it was, and then now there's these 2. I don't know where that's gone.
Chain GPT is doing an awful lot of work. You can now go and generate an entire NFT collection at the drop of a hat. It's pretty good. Anyway, we need to move on.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Okay.
Excellent analysis.
Thank you.
So hopefully now everybody knows what Singularity is. As I said, this isn't sponsored. We're not paid by anybody. We pick a project that we like the fundamentals of, and Brogan and myself, we take a good look at it and we decide whether we think it's going to be here in 5 years. That's the acid test, because in 5 years' time, we should be near the end of the next bull run. Yeah. So that's where we base it on. Now,
someone saying questions, please. We're doing that at the end of the show.
Questions?
Yeah, someone's saying questions, please. I think if it's in reference to the questions we did at the end, the quiz.
Oh, the quiz.
That's at the end. If you have a question, just say it. And
ask away. If anybody's watching, you've got any questions about AGIX, any questions about tokens, anything at all, just ask. It's supposed to be a two-way conversation. It's just this type of stream that we do is a little bit more involved, so we're not checking our phones every 2 minutes. Now, we are going to move on, however, because we're so far behind. We're going to talk about... So the chat topic today was going to be rug pulls and memes, and we found an article that suggests that Sam Bankman-Fried could be involved in PEPE. So Brogan's going to take us through the article, and then I'm going to ask Brogan the $1 million question about meme coins when it's finished.
All right. Yeah, I always like when an article place has key takeaways at the very start. So it's either good to know if you can't bother to read the article, you can't know what's going on, or we know what we're getting into. So, what are the key takeaways? Traders continue to dump their PEPE tokens. Okay. Moreover, the PEPE coin price is moving inside a bearish technical formation. A Sam Bankman-Fried connection pops up amid the PEPE crash. Okay. Meme token PEPE coin, which had led the meme coin frenzy in April earlier this year, continued its decline after a minuscule recovery post in the August 17th market crash. Meme coin price recorded over 29% losses. Yeesh. So an ex, formerly Twitter user, highlighted that the PEPE coin's multi-sig wallet changed its threshold to 2 out of 8 signatures. Simply put, transactions from the wallet would only require 2 signatures from the previous 5. Okay, yeah, fine, makes sense. A large number of signatures ensured the wallet's security, prohibiting a small group of users from selling the wallet's holdings for personal gains. Furthermore, the user noted that the wallet had moved some PEPE tokens to exchanges. Yeah, Zach XPT, the legend. He said they sent $6.5 million of PEPE to Binance, $8.2 million of PEPE to OKX, $0.43 million to PEPE to Bybit, and almost $0.39 million worth of PEPE to another address.
I think it was about 16 million in total? I covered this yesterday, and I thought it was about 8 million. It ended up being about 16 million. Yeah,
so they're selling all this off. If you think this is anything but bullish, I can't help you. I don't know what you're saying.
Right, scroll. If you go further down, you've got the SPF stuff.
PEPE account hasn't tweeted since August 11th. SPF was sent on August 11th.
Yeah.
Okay, I suppose it depends. How much were they tweeting? They're tweeting not a lot.
Yeah, but the problem is with PEPE is that don't forget this was the meme coin that I said was a scam and a rug pull, and I said this before it pumped up 2,800%. So if you'd have completely ignored, if you'd have Jim Cramered me and took the opposite approach, you'd have made 2,800% on that coin the second you watched my video. However, in my video, it clearly stated you don't know who they are. So it doesn't.
Which is a lucky pump because how many people got involved.
But because you don't know who they are, you don't know who's in charge of their Twitter account or the Discord. You don't know anything. You don't know anything about them. So were they tweeting before August 11th? Yes, they were. And they've been fairly regular. They're a meme culture. Everything involves memes of frogs and whatever else it might be. Is there anything else in there connecting Sam Bankman-Fried to PEPE?
Not that I saw of, to be honest.
Right, so my question to you is...
Maybe he doesn't have frog's legs on toast. Is that what you've made him say now?
My question to you is... 2 questions, actually. So the first one can be a binary answer if you want. Do you think... I'll give you a bit of background. So there are plenty of tokens on the Solana network that have connections to Sam Bankman-Fried. One of them was called Sammy.
Oh, really?
Coincidence, right? So do you think... Question 1. Do you think Sam Bankman-Fried has any connection to PEPE?
I mean, face value of the only information I've received being that they stopped tweeting at the same time I went to jail. Even though I'm pretty sure, I know he had a VPN at one point, but he was banned. Wasn't he like not allowed to go on the internet at some point?
Not allowed electronic devices, I think.
So obviously, I don't know, but from the point where he had that ruling set, I don't know if maybe their tweets declined in frequency. I don't know, but from like I said, face value, the only evidence I see from the article saying he went to jail and they stopped tweeting. It's a coincidence, but I don't feel like you can 100% say certain that it was him.
All right, that's the first question. What's the second question?
I
haven't asked it yet, ever.
Oh.
No, I'm so tired. Right, but I will answer that question first before I ask you the next question. I think the PEPE devs that were trying to run off with the money saw that Sam Bankman-Fried had gone to prison and said to themselves, you know what? If we don't tweet anymore on this account and we time it, Sam Bankman-Fried, we can build a story that makes people believe it's Sam Bankman-Fried. So we're going to stop tweeting on August the 11th to make it look like it's him. Then we're going to rug pull and we're going to take the money and we're going to run away, right? So I think they've taken the opportunity to pin it on Sam Bankman-Fried.
Right.
You could be right. I could be right. Neither of us could be right. We don't know.
I mean, either way, but both of our, statements both
would be true.
Yeah. I'm saying they both technically say Sam Bankman-Fried didn't have any relation.
Didn't.
So
then the next question is, I made a video that said, we don't know who they are. They don't have a white paper. It's a complete scam. Why are we entertaining this project, and why have we allowed this to pump up during meme summer or meme spring or whatever it was called? Do you then think there is ever a reason to buy a meme coin when you've you've just been through AGIX, right? And we could have got you to go through the team and the team would have been doxed. We would have found out who the team were and we've done the fundamental analysis of this project, right? And it's sound. Now, I did the same thing on PEPE and it was an absolute disaster. So the question is, do you think there is ever an opportunity to invest in a meme coin when you've done your research and your research is waving red flags at you? Do you think it's advisable to invest in a meme coin that has so many red flags?
I'd say it really, like, 80% of it, 85% of it is how big the red flags were. How much were this wailing in the wind?
Well, you don't know who the team is.
Yeah.
There's no white paper. And the website said this coin has no utility. So they were the three red flags for me.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That is... Okay, so when with rug pulls and stuff, they kind of promise the world and then they pull it out. But what we've seen a couple of times with the meme coins, where they say, yeah, this has no utility, which is a fun token. Obviously, it always can be rug pull, and it can always be bad. But I feel like if they... Obviously, I'm not saying this is a be-all and end-all, but if they kind of say, oh yeah, this isn't any utility, it's just for fun, whatever, just a little community thing, maybe. But also importantly to look at, if that is the case, look at Twitter and because obviously, you got emotional trading. So with previous knowledge and what you've learned and, statistics and everything, you shouldn't do it. But, even with wars going on and stuff, people don't follow how it should go. They follow it based on, oh no, I don't feel good about this. I'm unsure about this. Let me take it out. It can go the other way as well. Like, oh yeah, this is funny. Everyone's doing it. I might as well do it as well. Everyone kind of goes with everybody else, like a herd. So if you kind of notice that, it's a self-fulfilling, relationship where it will go up because everybody else is running in, because other people are running in.
So what you need to do then, I imagine, is if you've seen the chart early, you get in and then you get out straight away.
Yeah, because like PEPE, it was like, oh wow, and then you just get out.
Yeah.
You've taken your profit, because that's the same thing we've seen with meme tokens or meme coins, which at the point where they don't have any, they don't say, oh, we're going to add utility. There's a lot of time which happens, which we've seen like with Shiba, and PEPE was the same until this happened. Well, they're probably still going to go through with it, but where it starts off as a meme coin, which says spot utility, it's just a funny thing. It'll absolutely rocket and then it'll come down and go up again. You kind of see that pattern, right? And then they'll say, actually, guys, look, we've got this going on, and then it starts to become a normal token. So I feel like as soon as you see it start to like show signs of falling, or because like when you're emotional trading, you can't really draw a graph on emotional trading. So you kind of just have to watch Twitter and stuff with an eagle eye, and then go, okay, people are starting to badmouth this now. I'm getting out.
When I start to see, so first of all, I completely agree with you. Personally, I'd never buy a meme coin that had no Dux team. But the red flag for me, the sell indicator for me is when you see these self-proclaimed crypto influencers saying, I've just bought another 10 ETH worth of the token, I've just bought another 5 ETH worth of the token. Clearly they haven't, right?
Show the transaction.
Yeah, and they will show the transaction, but as you know, with Photoshop and all of these other things, you can fake it. And I think that, for me, is the sell indicator, because they are showing you that they've just bought 20 ETH worth of this token. And you're going to come in and think, oh, you know what, I'll put another $100 in. If Jack Jones, the crypto influencer with 600,000 followers on it, I'm going to follow in. And he's going to go, right, price has hit what I want it to hit, sell everything.
Yeah,
then the price comes down. And then you never hear him mention that trade ever again.
Nope.
And he'll say, oh, what happened? Oh, I got in and got out at the right time. You got out at the time you were telling people to buy.
Yeah.
So for me, meme coins, I wouldn't touch them with a barge pole.
I mean, you need to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you need to be aware, no matter how good it's going, you need to be aware that it is going to fall.
As we said yesterday, make a plan. Yeah, make a plan. Set a price. If you've bought it for a cent and it's at 10 cents and you haven't sold it all yet, then you need to take a long, hard look in the mirror, because that's a 10x. I mean, all right, I don't care if it does a 50x. It's a 10x.
I'd rather take 10x than get 50x, but risk that.
Nicely. Right, we've got 4 minutes. We've got 4 minutes left to finish the show.
That's not even that hard. I think. Okay, so what does Iris think? Does the
Let me move on to we are.
Well, I see when I read this.
Biden law. Yeah, but you got to remember.
Minute per article.
We're not going to do it in a minute, because if you speed read, no one's going to understand a word you're saying. So just to take your time.
I'll just read the tweets because I'll probably say anything.
Take your time, and we can. You know what we can do? Why don't we skip the Dropbox article? That's really not very interesting. Do the Biden law one though, because this is interesting.
All right. Proposed Treasury regs for crypto asset brokers just dropped, and do indeed explicitly characterize various persons involved in DeFi, including operators of websites that communicate with wallets, as brokers. I'll need to dig in more, but it looks pretty bad. Crypto builders should just give up serving US customers for now and try to re-enter in 5-10 years. It's not really worth the hassle, compromises. Most of the market is overseas anyways. Innovate there, find PMF, then come back with more leverage.
Do you want to know who that gentleman is?
Yeah.
That gentleman
DYDX.
set up DYDX. He was one of the guys that built Coinbase, I believe it was Coinbase. And at one point during the bull run, his project had a higher daily volume than Coinbase, and it only took him something like 9 months to set up DYDX. I'm not going to go on about it, but it just shows how stupid government officials can be. It's a decentralized financial product. It's decentralized. There is no owner. There is no central store.
Broker.
There is nobody to sue. There is nobody to go and visit. There is nobody to audit. None of these things exist. It is a dumb terminal using smart contracts to carry out a transaction between you and me.
Yep.
To bring in or attempt to bring in legislation, it's like saying we need to regulate air. We need to regulate the wind. If the wind goes above 40 kilometers an hour, we need to regulate it and we need to tax it. Okay, fine.
Who?
Knock yourselves out trying to regulate the wind or the rain. Yeah, if it rains more than 10 millimeters in an hour, we need to tax it. Great luck with that. You can't do it. It's like an act of God. You can't regulate decentralized exchanges. And if you can regulate that decentralized exchange, that exchange is not decentralized.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Yeah, I'm just looking at some
You by all means, you can have your 2 penneth worth on it.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Right, we've got Megadeth.
Megadeth, yeah, blabbermouth.
You know what we've missed off the end?
What?
I've not added quiz at the end.
Well, this this food waste one's gonna be pretty funny, so I'm gonna try to speed through this Megadeth. How long is it?
It's nice to get through the show and have no time left though, because it does show that we've filled the air with information.
Yeah, and stuff. Iconic thrash metal pioneers Megadeth, led by founder and frontman Dave Mustaine, has announced their latest endeavor in the Web3 space, and they transformed the Rattlehead NFT band into Megadeth Digital. Don't buy it. Starting with degenerative collections by Mustaine and Megadeth, cutting-edge NFT experience will grant fans and blockchain enthusiasts alike unique access and exclusive glimpse into the world of Megadeth. No. Don't do it. Please don't do it.
So does this fall under the cash grab?
Genuinely don't know. This will be the worst decision of your life.
Really? Because we've seen some really bad decisions made in crypto, and this is the worst one.
No, this will no. If you haven't no, I'm saying is in like, this isn't. You just could be. Obviously you could have been the guy who bought 2 pieces of Bitcoin and it could have been worth $1 billion, whatever it was. Obviously, but I'm saying this could be the worst decision.
Buying a Megadeth NFT. Yeah, I say it all the time. I'm like a stuck record. If I go to a coffee shop and I'm a VIP NFT upholder and I can have my pumpkin latte spiced, gender-specific, caffeine-free coffee, and I'm the only person who can get it because I'm a VIP member, then that's going to make me feel special. And it should make you feel special. You could go and get a Black Forest Gateau coffee, and you're the only person who can get it because you are a VIP member and it's exclusive to you. I understand the benefits of them and train tickets and flight tickets. What I don't understand is buying a picture of a band. Does it give us any benefits?
To provide you on insight and cutting edge NFT for insight. You know what this is? This is a bought post. It's insight and a look into the world of Megadeth. Shut up. Get rid of it. Do not buy this.
Not financial advice.
This is financial advice.
No, it's not.
This is not financial advice.
We do not offer financial advice. This is your opinion.
My opinion.
You do not. In your opinion.
In my opinion, this would be a
terrible idea.
Even if you lost, if you lost all your money on PEPE and that was more than this. If this was $50 and PEPE was $100, you lost $100 and $50. This still would be the worst idea. If PEPE still had a chance of getting money back. This you're gonna buy it. And your $50 is immediately gone. Trump's is different. It's Trump. Even though I did clown it, when it happened.
We all did because it was a terrible thing, but because of all. The thing with Trump is he's in the press that much that you're going to make money out of it.
And things right. To be fair, when he said he can come play golf for me, and he actually did. It
he did
happened. That's fair.
I've got some comments to read out about our previous article.
Rick. Yeah, I was going to mention this.
Biden did not make the law. He wrote his name on the paper. Rick, I want to say one thing about that. I don't even think he wrote his name on the piece of paper because I don't think he knows A, what a pen is, and B, what a piece of paper is. I don't think he did any of those things.
Have you seen him in Maui?
Yeah. Maui. He's the thing is, right, we can laugh, but this is supposed to be the leader of the free world, the country that leads the free world, okay, and they have a fit for purpose or fitness test to be the president of a country, okay. How can he possibly be president of America in his current state? It's not his fault, by the way. He stood, which he shouldn't have been allowed to stand because of his age and his mental aptitude. He's allowed to stand, and he's deteriorated rapidly. How long's he been there? 3 years. He's been in power 3 years. He's deteriorated rapidly. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Trump supporter. I'm saying that because if the leader of any country, anywhere in the world, was getting up to what he was getting up to, I'd be like, and you know what? Don't get me wrong, they have had a go at him, right? You know that thing where he was at he went to church, there was a ceremony for them, and he was at church, and there's a picture of him like that, right? And they took a 5-second clip of him like that, and everyone said, oh, he's gone to sleep. No, he bowed his head in prayer while the priest said something. He wasn't asleep, right? But then on the other side, you don't walk through the rubble and say, "Ouch! Are your shoes melting?"
Oh yeah.
Right. So you
ice cream, the ice cream one where he's giving a speech, turns around and walks towards the ice cream man.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
So I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm saying they shouldn't. There should be something in to stop him. So
yeah, I believe there's like a minimum age you have to be like older than, I don't know.
You have to be 35 years of age to be the president of America.
Right.
And you know how I know that? It was on the chase yesterday. Because JFK was. He was I can't say it, obviously, can I? But he was, when it happened, he was a certain age. And he was a very young president, but he was still a lot older than 35. You have to be 35 in America. Anyway.
Yeah, so I'm seeing Ice-T, Mike Bergen. Hello, Ice-T.
Ice-T here?
Yes.
I hope you've got your copy and paste fingers ready, Ice, because we've got the questions we had yesterday are going to be asked again today. But thank you for your comment. Now,
we quickly go laugh at this last
Now,
article.
This is going to be fun. So this is Better World. You know, Better Man is one of my favourite Pearl Jam songs of all time. And if you don't know who Pearl Jam is, and you don't know who Better Man is, and you don't know who Eddie Vedder is, after this stream, go and listen to a little bit of live Eddie Vedder. He did an acoustic set 2 weeks ago. He's really old now. He's like, obviously, he's my age. He's like 4,000 years old, like Elvis, right? And he did an acoustic set. Oh my word, his voice. He didn't even need an instrument behind him. He's that good. But you don't know who he is. That's fine. You're not allowed to because you're under 20 years of age. Anyway, let's hear about Better Man. Oh, sorry, Better World. Take it away.
Metaverse is a force for good. No. EBS Better World to tackle food waste issue. Okay.
Let's get through. Let's get through the article without losing.
You know what? If I could read in my mouth closed, I would, because I'd put some water in my mouth in case I laughed.
Well, a lot of people, don't forget, Brogan, a lot of people think I was AI generated. What kind of crazed lunatic would generate this? No, it would never happen. As Brogan points out, I look like a melon.
No, okay. I've left that now.
I've not. It's stuck with me. It's like a dagger to the heart.
But those people, the community, have
the family,
grasped that. The family
called me Melonhead because of you. It was Plumhead or Melonhead.
I was really tired.
I think they picked Melonhead because it didn't sound as insulting as Plumhead. Right, okay, what's better? How is Better World going to make the world better? I can just imagine their brainstorming sessions. What are we going to call our metaverse? I don't know, but I think it needs to make the world a better place.
Better World.
Nailed it. Better World. Like calling your coffee house. Let's go and get a cup of coffee. I know what we'll do.
That's a great name, though.
We'll call it Coffee Cup. Great idea. Take it away, Brogan.
Once the United Nations, 1/3 of all food produced in the world, or an estimated 1.3 billion tons, is wasted each year.
Wrong.
In light of the issue, DBS, the Asia-based financial services group, unveiled its plans for a metaverse adventure, DBS Better World, which will highlight which will highlight what businesses for impact supported by the DBS. DBS Foundation are doing to address food waste. Oh, so what is it, like a? As part of the experience, players must complete a series of activities inspired by 5 businesses for impact supported by the DBS Foundation and their unique approach to mitigating food waste. These sentences are I don't know if it's me or if it's the article, but they're not making sense.
The article. It's the article. One of the things that I'm not going to carry on because we're really running late, but one of the things that's very difficult to do when you do a live stream is when you're trying to concentrate on projecting what the article means. It's very difficult to do it when the article has been.
Sorry, you're off camera a bit.
Which way do I need to move it? That way.
Oh.
That way.
Do that. Do that. Down.
Down.
Wait, no. Oh, sorry. I mean, like.
There.
A bit more.
There.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to go on about it. It's very difficult to read an article when the article grammatically is so poor.
Yep.
Right, read through the article without just paraphrase it. What's it? What? I still have no idea what this article is about. What are they trying to do apart from make the world a better place? Which Michael Jackson tried to do. And look what happened to him.
He's dead now.
He was sent to sleep for a very long time, wasn't he? Is it that bad? Okay. Finish it off. Come on, we're nearly home. We're on third base.
Okay, right, so it's like an educational thing. So I don't know why you need the metaverse for this. It's complete idiots. This is what people do, right? They over-engineer things because they think they're smart, but they're actually being complete morons.
Absolutely correct.
As part of the experience, players must... Yeah, well, I said that. Bro Works, a craft beer maker based in Singapore. They're upcycling brewers' spent grains by a byproduct of beer making that is often discarded in the industry today into food products. Breer, a food upcycling startup based in Hong Kong. Breer collects surplus bread from bakeries and restaurants.
You know what? Forget it. I've got no interest
so they're making
in this.
bread into beer. Wow.
No interest. Right. Get it.
Alright, it's a waste of time, don't do it.
Don't go anywhere near Better World. It's a terrible idea. I know nothing about it. Still don't know anything about it. I thought it was actually going to be of some use. Do you remember I said this is the one article I didn't read before the stream? Because I thought, oh, this will be a good conversation about how to help people reduce waste, set the fridges at a certain temperature, store your food in a better way, that kind of stuff.
This is the worst day I've ever been on camera. I'm looking at myself in prison. I'm just staring at it.
Don't worry about it. We are now going to get onto the quiz, Brogan. So, do you want to read the quiz questions out while I type them in? And can you...
Yeah, let me go find them.
Right, okay. So I will type the questions in and we will begin the quiz. Let me just make sure I've updated the menu. We're on the quiz. How late are we? We're only 10 minutes late considering we had the mammoth beginning to the show.
We're 10 minutes late like 3 times in a row now. Maybe we need to increase our time.
You know the reason it took 26 minutes for you to do that first article?
I think that was the TAs. I think that was pretty good for everybody there.
Oh, it was. That don't get me wrong. It was a good segment. It just took up quite a lot of the show.
Okay.
Right. I have got the question typed in. It takes so long to do this. Okay. I'm ready for you to ask the question. You're going to be sending everybody watching us to sleep by just yawning every 30 seconds. I've asked the question.
Billy Marcus created Shiba Inu, true or false?
Billy Marcus created Shiba. 60 seconds to answer the question. You're going to read the rules out.
Smith John. The rules. All lowercase.
Correct.
Write the answer.
60 seconds.
60 seconds.
That's it.
Get the money.
Take it home.
Remember to have fun.
That's the point. So again, what you're about to win is not going to change your life or my life, or it might change Brogan's life because he might go to sleep. However, this is supposed to be for educational purposes. It's to kind of give you... What are you doing? What are you doing? Right, it's frozen, so I don't know how many people got this right. Billy Marcus created Shiba Inu. Is that true or false, Brogan? What's the answer?
Oh, is it over?
Yeah.
It's false.
The
real answer, Dogecoin.
A bit slower.
Dogecoin.
He founded Dogecoin. That's correct. Ice-T got that right.
You look like someone in Twitter. Thank you.
Rick Proto Kavar Singh Wood Irvin got it right. Lots of people got that right.
Brogan invented yawning.
Brogan invented yawning. You know what, Adil? I just try. You know what's happening, Adil? It's like we were on the Titanic and the Titanic sank, and I'm trying to keep us afloat, and I'm on a plank of wood, which isn't big enough to keep us both up. And Brogan's gone. You know what we'll do? We're going to steal all the gold and all the silver from the Titanic, and he's just dumping all the heavy objects that is trying to sink me on top of me. That's what he's trying to do, Adil.
I feel you're suffering. Thank you.
Next question. You ready to ask it?
Oh. Yes. Leo, it's a crypto. This is the same quiz we did last time.
How long have you been doing these streams with me?
Leo's a crypto, true or false?
How long have you been doing these streams with me? You've been doing them for what? 12 months now, yeah? So for the last 6 months of me asking this quiz and saying the same thing every week, you know that I changed the quiz twice a week.
I didn't know that. That's part of it.
Clearly you don't listen. Clearly you don't listen.
No, you never told me.
Right.
Only
The
if you would be awake.
quiz changes on a Monday and it changes on a Thursday. So on Thursday when we did the stream from the office, guess what? It was the same questions.
Coco Bisaya. I'm not talking to you anymore. Rogan is the iceberg. Just joking.
I like
the stream
you.
frozen. Right, let me refresh Binance. Guys, if you hear me on Binance, my thing froze.
So 37 people got that right. Sean, congratulations. Basim, Adil, congratulations. For those of you who don't know, for some reason Adil answers BNB to every question and somehow still manages to win. Coco, well done. Reb, Nick, Tariq is here. Welcome, Tariq. I haven't seen your name today. Irvine and Jimmy Cianos. I love that name because it reminds me of a character from something like Grand Theft Auto. You know when you've got to go and carry out a heist at a flower shop, you need to go and speak to Jimmy Cianos. Go and get the truck to then go and carry out the mob boss. Yeah, he sounds like a real hard mob boss. I like that. Right.
Andy, good morning, family. I got here late. Don't worry. We're glad you're here anyway.
Who's late?
Andy.
Andy!
Nishan, let's talk about life. Who do you think we are?
Good morning,
God
fam.
himself.
It would be... right. Next question.
What life?
Don't ask him anything.
18 years of experience.
Got no years of experience.
He's got like 4,000.
He's got 17 years.
Actually, yeah, true. Good, we should talk about that because you've got 16 million years of experience. Did you create Earth?
Yeah, I did. And I made one mistake and it's sitting across from me right now.
Bro, why do you have a red nose? Getting close to Christmas season. That means I might have to come give the presents to all the people in the world.
Okay, next question. Do you want to ask the next question?
AVAX cap is percent 6 billion. AVAX market cap is $6 billion. True or false?
Right. Can you read them a little slower? Because I'm sitting across from you and I'm finding it hard.
AVAX market cap is $6 billion. True or false?
Perfect. That's exactly how they should be. Imagine you are... what's the quiz show that we watch? What is the guy that does the chase? Bradley. Imagine you're Bradley Walsh without the accent, because I don't want you to murder a Cockney accent on stream. Right. AVAX has a market cap of $6 billion. Is that true or false?
Ishan, what do you think money equals God nowadays?
Money has become the false idol. Yes.
Well,
I totally agree with that.
People are following religion. Well, I speak for the Western world. A lot of people are becoming atheists, etc.
You know what the problem is with that? The human psyche wants to believe in something bigger than themselves, which is where the church comes in, whatever religion you're in. And I think capitalism is destroying that. If you look at capitalism...
Got no time for God.
Well, you look at capitalism over the last 20 years, and the divide between the wealth of people has got to the point where you can now earn $5,000 a month in America, which is about, what, £3,500 a month? You can earn that amount of money in America and still not be able to buy food. That's how bad America has got. It is a failed... Yeah. They talk about places in Africa, places in Asia, places in the Middle East, they're failed states. America's a failed state. It just hasn't collapsed yet. Yeah. So, Levant, congratulations, Ice-T. Ice-T is our copy and paste champion.
Adil says Brogan could lend Mike a helping hand, just saying. What's that supposed to mean, Adil?
Adil, you know, the thing is, the RNG monkey's just got a deal. He only got 0.7.
Yeah, I hope the RNG monkey becomes your best friend. And he's your only friend. No, I'm joking. I don't mean that. Andy says, "Do take care of yourself, bro." Thank you very much, Andy. I appreciate that.
Andy, Faraz, Franjava, Hasham, Crypto Sky. Congratulations to you all. The answer is false. The AVAX market cap is roughly $3.5 billion. Next.
Dream is shattered. True, the American dream has shattered.
Next question. It has.
You didn't answer my previous question. What was your question? I thought we did answer it.
$3.5 million. It was false.
No, not that question.
Which was the previous question?
There's Nishan who said money equals God.
I said.
And then he's just said now you didn't answer my question, but
We did. We said it's a false idol.
yeah, it's false.
We actually had a conversation about it,
Yeah.
and I said it was the end of the capital.
Maybe it's Binance for us. We spoke about it. Oh, what is this, man? Maybe.
Right. We don't have many rules on this channel. We don't have many rules on this channel when we're doing these live streams. And there's only one major rule, okay? And that's we don't mention where we stream. And literally, it's stapled to the front of Brogan's tongue and it keeps falling off his tongue. Right, next question. Do you want to read it out?
Yes. There's some comments there. Name of the Hedera token.
Correct. Name of the Hedera. Remember, it has to be put in lowercase.
Yeah.
Or you won't win.
Someone said, we want USD, you're not getting it. Jimmy says, Mike, UFO coins.
UFO coins? I've never heard of them.
UFO coin. Please do inform us on what they are.
Oh, go and look that up. Forget us on the screen. Go and find UFO coin. I am a massive UFO person. Not in terms
UFO
of
gaming? UFO gaming?
Heard of it? Go and look it up. I'm gonna check the number. We've suddenly had a huge surge in the number of correct answers on here.
Why chatty? I don't know. We're speaking because we're streaming. God.
Right. Well done, everybody. 62 correct answers. I know. I mean, the thing is, we do the quiz. I don't know if you've noticed, we're not professional quiz masters. And this was supposed to be a Q&A at the end of our stream where people could ask us questions. And when we started out, we didn't have a lot of people watching. There was nowhere near as many as we watch now. And I had to try and find something to fill the time. And then I started doing the quizzes. And that's how we've ended up with the quiz. But you're all entitled to ask Brogan questions about the universe or UFO token and things like that. That's what we're here for. We are here primarily to entertain, which most of the time we do. Unless, whatever. So if you've got UFO coin up there.
I closed it.
Don't even tell me anything about it. Why have you closed it?
This one said, I'm not getting the reward. That's him.
Adil, Andrix, not me. It's the system. I'm not in charge of who gets these rewards. Anonymous. Mohammed, well done. Wario is here.
Oh, no way.
Sir Temujin. Ishan, OKKO. Well done. You are all winners. 62.
Oh, Rick said, Nishan, you wrote an uppercase.
Yes, the rule.
Thank you, Rick, for noticing that.
Yes, very entertaining show. Thank you, Andy. I do try, Andy. I do try. I mean, Brogan is constantly just trying to, interfere with the smooth running of the show. I mean, we are like a train. We are.
God, next question. You can wait a second, all right? Wait.
Who's asked that?
9CCDC. Wait, all
right. You see this? Okay. That's the entire thing I have to fill out per question. This is the list of questions.
You show them all the answers.
They can't read that. What do you think they are, Superman?
I can read. Okay, I can't read it.
Right. It takes a long. Right. The reason we're chatty is it takes. I tell you what we'll do, Brogan. I've got an idea. You ready? So after we've asked this question, we're going to do the next question in complete silence.
All right.
Right. Just to show what a terrible idea it is to go through this like this. Right. Now, I'm not going to give you the answer. Okay. So this is to do with stable coins. As most of you know, a stable coin is normally pegged to a dollar. It can be pegged to the euro. It can be pegged to Japanese currency, British currency, anything you want. So the question is, which has the biggest market cap? So which is the bigger of the two coins? Is it USDT or USDT? USDT or USDC? Well, I need you asking the questions. I need that second brain. No, after this question, I said.
Fine.
After this question.
Bloody.
So when we've given these answers out, we'll do the next one in complete silence. We should do it. You know what we'll do? Why don't we do a serious question? So we're not going to speak. We're not going to be chatty. We're just going to be deadly serious. I can't even read that. Don't read it out first. Read it first before you read it out.
You get the certain chat.
There he is again. There's certain chats.
Have a look at the elephant token on the. All right, yeah, I'll have a look at it now while we're waiting. I've got UFO up. I don't know if this is the right token, but Jimmy said can you have an update on UFO coins? So I don't know if it's something you looked at. So that might be something you have to deal with.
Okay. So, 1 second. Oh, it's disappeared from the screen. Why does it do that? I don't know who's won that last round, Brogan. Right, are you ready? So now we're going to do the next question in a professional way.
All right.
Ready? Okay.
Marius, we'll get to that point in a second.
Okay, so stop now. "93 correct answers, Brogan." Now,
hopefully,
how much more fun was the
that
serious, no chatty way of asking the questions?
hopefully hopefully that really uplifted that one guy who said we talk too much. Hopefully he found that entertaining.
I hope he enjoyed that.
I hope he really enjoyed that.
I hope he enjoyed that. Because I tell you what, without having any idea about what we do, people come on here and say, "Next box, why are you so chatty?" We're chatty because if we're not chatty, it's a boring stream.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Do you want to listen to somebody going, "XRP is going to 52 cents and then it's going to 54 cents and then it's going to..."
I kindly need to hear your voices. Thank you. Yes, we were trying to do it for one guy who said we talk too much. So
yeah. Now we're on to the Adil.
Yes, we enjoyed it. Yeah, but you did. Well, there's a mute button below on the stream, so you can.
That's a good idea.
Mute if you don't want to hear us, mute it.
Or Brogan, we could just do this. Right, it's the Adil question next, Brogan. And as you know, we always have a special place in our heart for Adil and his request for questions. So the question is very simple. Adil, this one's for you. BNB's total supply is 3 million. Is that true or false, Adil? Is BNB's total supply 3 million? True or false?
So I told you, most people, the money is more important. They don't enjoy what you're doing. True. Yeah. Well, you know, I hope they win their rent for the month off this quiz. It's so important to them.
User 2XMU. Many people can't win in this form. Answer.
I think you can.
Now listen, my friend, my good learned friend. This is a quiz about knowledge. And the knowledge we give you is more important than the fractions of SHIB that you win. This is not a sponsored channel. We do not get paid by any platform to do this. We do this, and this comes out of my pocket. Okay? So what you win here is worth more than SHIB. It's our friendship and our knowledge. Now, let's see if you've got this question right. Somebody did ask a question then. At the time price is low, is it a good time?
Yeah, but I asked that. Or about to say that. Yeah, well, if the price is numerically lower than it has been, obviously you need to do your TA. You need to check if it's going to go up on that. But
well, we've said
buy low, sell high.
And I'm gonna we have said that. But I've said I think some people have said Bitcoin's going to go to $24,000. I think the worst case scenario is $20,000. Now what we at 26, 25.9. It doesn't really matter whether you buy today or you buy at 20,000 or buy at 24,000. If it's going to go to 100,000 potentially, then you're going to do 4x, 5x. It's still a lot of money. So my advice to you is, what I give to everybody, is DCA in, dollar cost average. So if you have $100 to buy Bitcoin with, for example, buy $5 a week between now and the end of the year. That's my advice.
So you said, what about a broken pocket? Well, all I'll say, there's flies and cobwebs in my pockets, so you're not going to get anything out of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Adil said, it's a family here, not a millionaire club. You're my friends. Yes.
Precisely. We are, Adil.
I love you. Oh my
How many
God.
channels, this is a serious question, how many channels have a question dedicated to one viewer? One person on our stream has one question. Not only that, Brogan, do you know why we do our stream on a Friday at 1 o'clock?
For the people in prayer.
The people in prayer on a Friday. We stream at 11 o'clock every day of the week apart from Fridays to give people a chance to come back from prayer.
Yep.
We wouldn't do this if it was about the money. If it was about the money, we wouldn't be here. We're trying to help people. If you don't want our help, as Brogan said, you can mute us or you can watch somebody who's going to tell you that Doge is going to go to $5 or $10. And it's not. So...
Please stop making me blush.
So who's won? Bushrab has won. Coco, I need to work. What are you doing?
The thing where I sat back and now
it's like taking your 3-year-old on the bus somewhere and the 3-year-old can't sit still.
Oh my God, the screen. My hand was like, oh.
Now, what's going to be funny now in a minute is I'm going to give Brogan this. And Brogan, we've had what we normally do, for those of you who don't know, we have 8 kind of different questions a week, and then we have some told you it's just like having a 3-year-old on a bus. He wants to climb out the window, he wants to climb out into oncoming traffic.
I need to balance out your 4,000 years of experience of life. Okay.
Right, so after this question, this is a serious question now. And then I'm going to give the reason why it's different. So, if Ethereum is inflationary, is that true or false? At this moment in time, is...
And this is a pipe. I remember. Good old man. Can you give me $5 only? No. Leave. To be honest, you're both a real AF. Thank you. I really do appreciate it, Shan. I like watching the stream because of the knowledge.
Well,
I'm glad that it's knowledgeable. We can provide something for people.
You know what you could do with bringing me up on there? You know that lovely chart that shows the ETH supply falling and rising based on how much it's sold? So type in something like Ethereum...
Oh, the elephant coin. I completely forgot. Ethereum
inflation. chat. So, is Ethereum inflationary is Ethereum inflationary? True or false? Now, Adil, I love your answers, but that's not going to win you your prize. You have to type in true or false or BNB. I've had a word with CZ, and CZ has said that Adil is a special case, and he's allowed to type BNB to all the answers. So that's the case. Do you know what?
You have a point. Normal people are on the beach now. True. The people who are here right now are gonna win in life. Okay. That's just beyond all of it.
Yeah.
I'm getting the chart up. Don't worry. It's loading. There it is. Is it? The Ethereum supply.
Yeah. Is it the big long line that shows the amount it's increasing and decreasing?
You could put it on stream, and then in 5 seconds you can either tell me off or say I'm right.
I want to tell you off. You're not 3. So 77 correct answers. Babarali, congratulations. Hell from the future.
Is that the one?
Oh no. That's the one. He's not called Hell from the Future, Brogan. He's called Hello from the Future. Would have been cool if he was called Hell from the Future. Would have been like, what was that film called with Chris Pratt, where they come back from the future and say, we're all dying in the future. Sean, congratulations.
This is God.
Joel, Saduki, Tariq, well done. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to pass over the mantle of control to the 4-year-old in the corner.
I've de-aged by 1 year in 2 minutes.
We're going to have 4 or 5 questions from Brogan. Now, Brogan, it's a Saturday, and as you know, on a Saturday, we don't always have
How do I do it?
crypto questions. Do you want to tell people?
To win.
No, it's the one that says quiz.
Oh.
Now, do you want to tell the audience your joke before you start the quiz questions? Brogan has a joke. I had the joke the other day, which was about prisms. Brogan has a better joke today.
What was the joke? How do you earn $1,000 in crypto?
How do you make
How do you make
$1,000 in crypto? Brogan, I've no idea. How do you make $1,000 in crypto?
Invest too.
So you invest 2 million. I get that's a good joke.
2 million, yeah.
You know that where that joke comes from? There's a football joke, and it says, "How do you make a football millionaire?" Or how do you become a football millionaire? Sorry?
How much?
Normally about 1,350 or something like that. How do you become a football millionaire, Brogan? You buy a club as a football billionaire. That's the joke. See?
Right, question.
Same thing. I don't know what I've done. I don't know why I've done this.
Powerful.
This is a terrible idea.
This is really powerful.
This is a terrible idea.
I've got 5 tokens of greatness.
This is like, you know those remote control hoovers you have in your house? Well, it's like the 4-year-old has put the dog on top of the hoover, and I've now given him the remote control. So there's a dog strapped to the top.
I've made a question and it just didn't make sense. BNB XRP. Do some crap like that.
Well,
right, let's think.
Are you asking crypto questions?
I don't know. I could ask anything.
Well, why don't you think about things that you know about, like AI and stuff like that?
Right,
think of something.
Right.
Think of some nice questions. Oh, what time is it, by the way? You know we've we haven't really overrun. We've got
a B anywhere.
We've got 8 minutes left of
I've got a B
stream.
Okay, who? How many letters do I get for the question?
You don't get many. I don't know, 50 characters, something like 40 characters. You don't get many. If you ask who the CEO of Binance is on this question, Adil is going to cry.
Actually, yeah, I'll do that instead.
You've got to ask your own questions. I've put you on this. You could have asked any questions. You could have asked, what colour's Darth Vader's lightsaber? Something like that, couldn't you? It wouldn't have mattered.
How many gifts? This is a dud question, okay?
100.
If you don't get it, don't be upset. Don't be upset.
100.
This is a bit of a joke.
Is it? Do people have a possibility of getting this right?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Already posted it.
Oh, God.
What's the?
Go on, what's the question? How am I supposed to read from here?
Right,
okay. It's their date of birth. My date of birth. This is why we should never go off script. Brogan's just ordered 3 lots of McDonald's on my phone.
All right. All right, guys. What is CZ's middle name?
What?
This is a joke question. Okay, the rest of them will be good.
You've angered about 40 people with that question. He doesn't have a middle name.
Well, in my mind, he has a middle name. Someone will get this. I trust.
Nobody is going to get this. No one's going to get this.
Someone's going to get it. I believe.
That gentleman, by the way, has asked again for elephant. Corn.
Yeah, I have it up. I need to get some time to. Guys, I believe in you.
Nobody's going to get this right because it's just probably an obscure question. You've got to remember, you've got to ask a question that Adil can get right.
No, that's the thing. His middle name was B&B, but unfortunately no one got that. But I'm gonna do another one now.
You know, there's going to be like 40 angry people in the chat now.
Don't get. Because I enjoyed doing that.
I tell you what, I did.
Do a question now.
While you're asking the question, I'll tell you a funny story the other week. Was it Thursday I did this or Monday? Where I said, blah, 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 is this true or false? And there was about 60 people getting every question right. And I asked the question and put the wrong answer in. And more people got the wrong answer than the right answer.
Yeah. Guys, it was B&B.
Don't. You've got to forgive him. I think I dropped him on his head when he was very young.
Too many times.
I think I dropped him on his head too many times.
Alright, token of singularity. Remove Brogan.
Who said that?
Adil.
Good. Adil, exactly.
No. This one's a good one. What's token of singularity?
Is it a 4-letter answer? It is in lowercase. There we go.
People have already got it, I think.
That's a good. That's a good question. And then don't forget, before it goes off the screen, you've got to press the little link on it that says view, and then you can see the winners. If you don't press it before it ends, it's going to go off your screen.
All right.
How long's left?
22 seconds.
Right, click it now because it's honest. It's the laggiest app in the world.
35 people correct. But how do I see who's won?
You wait until you see there should be
37.
a big red answer that says check everyone's results or something like that.
40.
Well,
guys, it's not B&B.
I'll tell you what's interesting. Is it not actually listed on the screen?
Huh?
Is it not?
Goal. 26. Oh, wait, how much is the monkey?
Point. Anything less than 1.
Oh. Okay. Let's scroll down then. See. Everyone got pretty good. Well done, everybody. Is there anybody who got okay, no one. You know what? That's pretty looking around. Only one person. Who was it? Mardinisarudin. Sorry. Monkey. Do you want to do this again? I've done it, but I want to look at elephant coin. I feel like I don't have the right enthusiasm for this. I feel like I should be doing elephant money for Marius.
Right, okay. I'm going to go back to asking the questions because Brogan has now found a far shinier toy to play with.
No, I'm going to draw a graph on it.
Okay, you draw a graph, but do me a favour. Let me ask the question. And I don't want to hit... It's like working with a hobbit. He just sits in the background. Right?
I know, but like if people can...
Let me ask the stuff again. Right. I'm going to ask a crypto-related question. This is an easy question. This is the easiest question I could ask apart from CZ. Okay, remember the answers have to be in lowercase. We've got like 3 minutes left, by the way.
Just quickly then. Oh, Marius.
You know what? We've only really overrun by about 10 minutes in total. What does BTC stand for? So what's the name of the token called BTC? It's very strange. Hide the crayons. I can't hide the crayons. The problem is, Adil, that he eats them sometimes. And you go in and he's got little green bits in his teeth and you think he's got gangrene in his teeth. It's because he's been chewing on crayons. All
right, Marius, this is the highest amount of well, actually, wait. What? This is the most ridiculous graph I've ever seen in my life. Guys on the screen.
52 correct answers. 57. Well done. This should be fairly easy. Everybody should
That's
get
the highest
this.
amount of buy orders in one line I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, but it's what you call it, isn't it? It's it's relative.
Yeah.
62 correct answers. What's the market cap of this coin, by the way?
I need to find this awesome for me.
63 of you got that right. Ales Jams, well done. Big Box, Nico, congratulations. DK Tariq, Rusty Van, Joel, congratulations. Right. You've got a minute to do the TA on this chart before I ask the next question. Right, then don't. You're going to kill that monkey, Tariq. I can't say that word on the stream, and I've just said it.
There's 0 market cap, apparently. But fully, Marius, I'm not the man for your job. I don't know. I don't want to say anything like that. It's so weird. What?
You could look it up on Dex Tools. It might be a lot easier than looking it up on anywhere else.
Because Coin Market has no data.
Have you not brought it up on TradingView?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Right. Simple question requires a simple answer, 2-letter answer in lowercase. That is all you need to do. This is the last question of the day because we have overrun. We have to try and keep it to an hour and a half, roughly, because that's all the attention span that he has. Somebody said goodbye. Somebody's left.
Oh, bye-bye.
Who left?
I don't know.
You don't see it on your screen.
No, I've just gone back to the comments. I'm sorry, Marius. There's the highest amount of buy orders and there was no sell orders and it's just going up. I don't really know what's going on. There's no market cap apparently.
Have you looked it up on Dex T Tools?
Flags.
Dex Tools. That would be the place to look it up. If it's a micro cap, there's no point looking it up on TradingView. There's no point looking it up on CoinMarketCap. Dex T Tools is the place I would go. So last question. Now before you go, we do drop the box at the end. So don't leave just yet. Let me finish this. Thanks, Rick. Greatly appreciate it. I can't say anything else because we keep our streams. What's the word? Not sanitary. What do we when we do these different streams to the normal streams?
Yeah,
we sanitize them, don't we? A little bit.
So market cap. Oh, 312 million.
Decent.
Oh,
Elian,
this is a lot more information.
Franjifa, Aman, congratulations. Big Box, Tariq, Sashika, Eagle Wings, congratulations to you all. You have all won. King Kai, we've run out of time, I'm afraid. We'd love to look at Dash for you. We're only supposed to, we only try and stream for about an hour and 15 minutes. We've streamed for an hour and a half now. We do have to go, but I am going to... Adil got a visit from the RNG monkey. Poor Adil. Right. Do you have any final comments that you want to say, Brogan, before we leave?
Thank you all for being here. It's always great. Every stream we do, it feels like it gets better and better. And, it always, and I was tired, but, I'm a bit better now. I was tired. Sorry for that. But, I thank you so much for being here. It's always great to see everybody, the regulars, the new people asking questions. Marius, you know what? I'm going to go home and I'm going to look at it in depth. And then next time I come back on stream, I'll look at it.
Perfect.
Instead of it being like Singularity, when we look at tokens, I'll look at Elephant Coin or Elephant Money.
We might do. I need to speak to you about that off air. Anyway, if you have just come here, it's the first time you've seen us. We do have what is called banter. So Brogan will refer to my melon-sized head. He will refer to my age being the age of maybe the elves from the Middle Earth. I will refer to Brogan as a 4-year-old. It is all banter. We are from the north of England. We all have thick skin. We are not woke. We are not... the professionally offended, my wife calls them, which I think is a good name for them. So we will see you all. I will see you tomorrow at some time, maybe in the afternoon. I want to get some sleep tomorrow. So thank you all for joining us. Thank
Yeah.
you to Brogan for always being so happy and cheery on the stream. And I and Brogan will see. Oh no, myself and Brogan will be back on Monday. I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, I also want to say, I saw quite a lot of people saying, love your streams, can't wait to see you. We love your comments. I say.
Yes.
Thank you for speaking to us.
We do.
We do appreciate it. Anyway, yes. Goodbye. Hope you have a great rest of your day. See you next time.
See you next time, guys. Thank you.